Hello, and welcome to my Mage Guide. Before we get started today, I wanted to quickly thank all of our German viewers. You and your friends have been such a huge support to my channel, and I'm grateful. So, in return, over the last 2 days, I've studied German, and I am now completely fluent and speak perfect German. So, if I spout out some perfectly articulated German, I'll be sure to put in English subtitles later. Okay, so what is posturing? It's just where you are and why. There are 5 types of posturing we're going to learn today. Aggressive, defensive, standard, untaket. Well, okay, and the 5th one is you gotta be shitting me. Arcane Kugelrichtung. We'll learn these first, then stay tuned for more posturing tips and tricks. Our objective with an aggressive posture is to chase the mob and never stop casting. And there are several spells we can weave together to keep moving and DPSing. Firstly, we're going to utilize our Icy Flows, which has 3 charges. I found it very beneficial to pair Icy Flows with Arcane Surge or Shifting Power. My reasoning on that is that those are the 2 spells that I most definitely do not want to be interrupted, as they are essential for rotation timing. So, in my mind, I need to reserve 1 charge of Icy Flows per either of those 2 spells. Also, we have some instant casts we can shoot out. 2 charges of Arcane Orb and the 4 charged barrage that could follow. Presence of Mind, which gives us 2 instant cast Arcane Blasts. Touch of the Magi, which gives us 4 charges, and the 4 charged barrage that could follow. Or some variation of that. The landscape of Arcane is a quickly shifting terrain, so you have to work on the fly. I recommend following this basic format until you feel more comfortable knowing when you can weave in procs and still keep moving and DPSing. Now is a good time to mention that if you haven't watched my How to Arcane Mage Basics, it is strongly encouraged, and the link is in the description below. With this posture, our goal is to continuously run from the mob and simply survive to fight another day. This spell list starts out similar to the aggressive posture. Invisibility and run away, or if it's on cooldown, blink away from the threat. Alter time twice. Blink. If you began at range from the mobs when you switched to this defensive posture, you have likely outranged the mob and they are running towards you at this point. Mirror images. They will distract the mobs. Assess the situation now. You are in full control here. Is the threat a single target non-elite? Can you kill it? If not, then Icy Flows into a polymorph. Icy Flows into a Ring of Frost as a trap. Or continue running and Icy Flows into Shifting Power and blink again. If the mob gets too close, utilize a stun like Frost Nova, Cone of Cold, Blast Wave, or Dragon's Breath. Our last ditch effort is to Icy Flows into a Frostbolt to slow them down. And finally, rotate through your defensives to stay alive. This is our default posture. It's the same as if you were standing still, practicing your rotation on a target dummy, with little adjustments here and there, but not traveling very far. In this posture, we go in for AoE, out for mechanics, and follow the basics as seen in my How to Arcane Mage Basics video, link below. There are times when no action is the best action. You are painted into a corner or surrounded by mechanics. Perhaps there is an impending silence being cast, and if you were to start casting, you would be locked out of arcane spells. This is how we position ourselves to fight AoE packs. I want you to imagine you're a bowling ball, and you're trying to strike as many pins down as possible. But you can throw your bowling ball from any angle to hit the pins, not just straight down the lane. We'll align ourselves to hit as many mobs as possible without accidentally pulling more baddies behind the mobs you are fighting. There is a passive spell that mages can learn called Arcane Momentum, which alters how your blink functions. The quickest way to obtain this spell for Horde is to teleport to Undercity. From where you port in, walk down the stairs, which will lead you to the Mage trainer. Speak with them to learn or unlearn this passive spell. By default, or unlearned, your blink will send you in the direction you are facing. But with Arcane Momentum, you will blink in the direction you are moving. If you are Alliance, teleport to Stormwind. From where you port in, turn around and talk to the Mage trainer and choose to learn or unlearn Arcane Momentum. If you are finding yourself trailing behind the group, there are some talents that improve movement. Incantation of Swiftness drastically improves movement when invisible. Flow of Time reduces the cooldown of Blink or Shimmer. And Chronoshift gives you a speed buff when you cast Arcane Barrage. This is our highest mobility uptime talent we have. Another important thing to note is how Arcane Missiles tracks targets. So we'll get a clear casting, and when we click it, we will turn and attack the mob. But if we attack the mob and run, we can shoot them behind us. Another thing to watch for is Barrage. Barrage will hit 3 targets this way, and that's because I am a little under 90 degrees from the mob. If I were directly facing the mob, I would only hit these 2 targets. This under 90 degree rule really only affects Barrage, but not missiles. It hit the same 3 targets it would hit regardless of our posture. I sincerely hope I've been able to shed some light on the Arcane spec today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And remember, simple things combine to make more complex things. So let's keep on keeping it simple. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen.